Hello, Kent County. It's March 29th, about 2:30. I'm Dr. Adam London, Director of the Kent County Health Department. I want to give you an update on COVID-19 and the daily situation. So we learned yesterday that statewide we have a total of 4,650 cases here in the state of Michigan, with an increase to 111 deaths statewide. Here in Kent County, as of just a few moments ago, we know that we're now at 71 cases, which is our biggest daily increase so far, bringing us to a total of 71 cases. That's an increase of 18 cases from the day before, and we're at 1 death so far. So yesterday, I spoke to you about fear, and I told you that the coronavirus is here. That's a fact that we all need to recognize. It's amongst us now. In the coming days, you're going to hear about our numbers increasing dramatically, unfortunately. Both cases and deaths, I'm sure, are going to rise in the coming days. And we're all going to hear about people that we know becoming severely sick, and some of us ourselves are going to get sick. Most people are going to get through this just fine without any severe symptoms, but some are going to be more severely affected. Some people, unfortunately, in our community are going to get hurt, and that's tragic, and it's totally unacceptable to all of us, but it's the reality. But I promise you that we are all fighting like hell to make sure that that number is as small as possible, and we're doing everything we can to get this entire community through this with as little suffering as possible. No one is disposable. From the smallest babies growing inside their mothers to the oldest and the sickest amongst us, from the homeless to the wealthy, everyone is important to us. We are all in this together, and there's no reason to fear. There really isn't. Fear can only serve to weaken our immune systems, weaken our resolve, and harm our mental health during this crisis. We're all in this together, and we have to be supportive of one another through this. Today I also want to talk to you a little bit about anger. And I'm seeing lots of anger on social media and in the regular media and in conversations. People want to blame. They want to blame the president. They want to blame the governor. They want to blame China. They want to blame other industries. And to be perfectly honest, I'm angry too. In public health, we've been saying for decades that a pandemic like this is inevitable. And we've been saying that public health is national security. And for the longest time, parties on both sides and administrations at both the state and federal level have disinvested in public health. And that's unfortunate, because I think we need to think about public health the same way we think about national security in other ways. But the time for anger is not now. There's time for that later. Anger and fear are not going to get us through this tough time. It's hard enough for all of us to shelter in place for this duration. Adding fear and anger to the stresses that we're going through otherwise is only going to make the situation more painful. This is not the time for fear or anger. This is the time for heroic action. Kent County, it is hero time. Our first responders and our healthcare providers, they're always in hero mode. And right now, more than ever, they're fighting an invisible enemy that is calling on them to be heroes. But many other people have answered the call to heroic action by going to work at jobs that are critical for sustaining the services that are essential for our entire community. These people, many of whom make very low wages, have been heroic by making sure that food and medicine is available, that the utilities are running, the trash is collected, that the basic services are there for all of us during this crisis. They're heroes. But right now, I'm also talking about all of you who have been told that your regular job is not critical, and who are somehow feeling perhaps a lack of purpose, or even that you are, quote, non-essential. You may be feeling that you don't have a purpose in this moment, but nothing could be further from the truth. The hospitals are doing everything in their ability to increase capacity. We are working with others to ensure that the homeless have shelter during this crisis time and have a safe place to recover. A lot is being done to prepare for the challenging days ahead. But to be clear, these preparations are likely to be overwhelmed if the surge in cases happens too quickly. Everyone can be heroic by staying at home and making it difficult for this virus to spread. Everyone can be heroic by making sure that no one is forgotten. If you have the means, you can be heroic by donating online to local charities. Everyone, from the youngest to the oldest, can think creatively about how we can all support each other. Stay positive. Stay heroic. Everyone has a purpose in this. I want to encourage you to just continue to follow the recommendations, and we're going to get through this okay. But you got to stay positive. I'm Dr. Adam London with the Kent County Health Department. Thank you for watching this update. Please continue to like and share our updates, and I'll be back tomorrow with more information about COVID-19. Thank you.